Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of A Quiet Place. Let's do it. A Quiet Place is a drama horror thriller from director John Krasinski and Platinum Dunes. The movie stars Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, Noah Jupe, and Millicent Simmons. A family is forced to live in silence while hiding from creatures that hunt by sound. I'm going to tell you straight up, this is an amazing movie. It's incredibly original, and while it didn't terrify me, part of that's because I see a lot of horror movies and I'm kind of desensitized, it was crazy tense, just dripping with tension from the opening frame to the final one. It's a lot like Dunkirk in that way, in that it's a shorter movie. This is about 91 minutes, I think, and it just never lets go of you. And I think 91 minutes is good. I think any longer they probably couldn't have kept up the pace, but they kept it short, they kept it tense, and it worked out well. Let's talk about the acting first. It's pretty much just four people in this movie. Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and the two kids. And all four of them are fabulous. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt have really good chemistry together, which you would hope because they're married, but neither of these kids are slouches either. Millicent Simmons and Noah Jupe both really bring it and hold their own against Krasinski and Blunt. And it's a testament to the cast, the concept, and Krasinski as a director that these four actors can emote so much by barely saying a word. Now, like I said, there is very little dialogue in this film, which I did find rather refreshing. While there's a little bit of whispering early in the movie and it's really low in the mix, we don't actually hear a single character speak out loud to probably about the 40-minute mark. And when it happens, it is powerfully cathartic. Just for these characters to be able to talk to each other out loud, something that we take for granted and something we do every day. It's more than just comfort in the scene. It's almost like rebirth. It's that powerful. Now, the daughter character in this film has a hearing impairment, which is why the family already knows sign language, which is probably why they're still alive. And one thing Krasinski does that really works very well is sometimes we get a shot of the daughter and we're seeing things through her perspective. Not point of view, not POV, but from her perspective. And when that happens, the sound drops out of the mix completely, so you kind of feel like you're in a bubble. And it really ramps up the tension too. The tension gets staggering when we see her face and we hear nothing and we see things going on in the background that she's not even aware of. It's crazy intense. This movie also goes to some pretty dark places just in seeing what this family has to do in order to survive. There is one situation where I'm like, okay, well, that's gonna make a lot of noise. How are you gonna keep this situation quiet? And what they do is actually very clever. It's a clever solution, but it's pretty disturbing. The sound design of the creatures was awesome. They sound otherworldly, but they don't sound overly digital. It's definitely got an organic feel to it, and that's great. In fact, overall, the sound mix throughout the movie is really good. Because so much of the movie is quiet, you know, for a lot of the movie, all you're hearing is a little bit of whispering, some breeze, and some leaves rustling. And then something will happen. And because we've been sitting in the quiet for so long, when something happens, when the sound really kicks in, it's all that more impactful. My biggest problem with this movie, and it's not a very big problem, I didn't love the creature design. Now, it's not terrible, and it's not the effects. The visual effects were very convincing. But for such an original horror movie, the creature kind of looked like they cherry-picked bits out of these different monster movies over the years, and it didn't do a whole lot for me. I didn't hate it, but it didn't do a lot for me. Now, much like Jaws, we don't see the creatures much until the end, so it wasn't really a big problem for me. And in saying we don't see the creatures to the end, I know for some people that is frustrating. But for me, this doesn't feel like a monster movie anyway. It feels like a survival movie. And it's not like they're just absent. We feel their presence throughout the entire film. So all of that really worked. In the end, I am incredibly impressed with what Krasinski was able to pull off with this film. If you're looking for something tense, freaky deaky, this is a movie you should see. And believe me, see it in the theater. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give A Quiet Place. And I think I'm going to give A Quiet Place a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen A Quiet Place? What did you think about it? What is your favorite survival horror movie of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. You can do so by clicking the Court Shake logo at the bottom right of your screen. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.